So getting outdoors is as close as the most easiest possible cure. It's fast, it's free, it doesn't cost us anything, and it doesn't have any side effects and stuff. It's only got positive effects. Okay. So I recently met some women entrepreneurs and some girls, and they've been going through some issues you cannot imagine in their early 40s and in their early 20s, and I mean, very early in life, they have issues which they're trying to come out of and stuff and all that. And what the psychiatrists or what the doctors have recommended them big time is to go for walks, or to go for something like something which is related to outdoor. Because the reasons are this. So number one, first of all, there is something known as a nature prescription, which I usually advise people and stuff. Go for a walk every day, because I call these, what I call these? I call them sensory walks. Sensory walks because they help you feel everything. Your nose can breathe, your mouth can, it kind of enjoys the environment around. Your ears, they work better. You hear sounds of nature. You see a lot of people, visual delight, the eyes and stuff, and whatever is left, you can always connect the dots and come to that and stuff. But nature walks or outdoor walks are more of sensory walks and stuff, because they kind of enliven your system and your minds and stuff. So I'm not going to use the same terms, leave your gadgets at home, let go of your Zoom meetings and stuff. But the point is what to do. The point is to do nature watching, or if you're lucky enough to be living in a city which has got forests or something, go for forest watching and stuff. It's highly recommended. It's highly advised. You will see animals around you. Cats and dogs normally do this. They choose places which are really cool and shaded, and they're just sitting there listening to nature and stuff. So it helps them remain calm, it helps them unwind and stuff. So similarly for humans also, highly recommended is that you will feel more calm and relaxed if you spend more time in nature and stuff. And we are advised to have more fun, so you can have fun in nature as well. You can go for so many things. You can walk, you can run, you can play some sports. You can just kind of hang around there, talk to people, be in your neighborhood and stuff like that. And it's going to really help you and stuff, because there is a research which says that even a small amount of nature can bring a big difference to your life, and it doesn't have to be going to a big classy area. The reason is this. The reason is because it helps you kind of reduce your stress and improve your mood. Now, all stress is not bad, okay? You leave the office, you leave the job, you leave those circumstances, you choose something new, and the stress levels may come down and stuff and all. And it works differently for other people. So there's a gentleman I'd met. He shared that 15 minutes of going for cycling helped me big time. When I was 42, I kind of crashed, and I realized that cycling was not helping me, because when I would wake up in the morning, I was already extremely tired and stuff for the work that I did, and cycling was not helping me. And as a result of that, I just didn't know what to do. I tried walking, and walking didn't work for me and stuff. I was given vitamin D advice, I was giving some pills and stuff and all that. And as I got talking to more and more psychiatrists and doctors, all they prescribed was you need to be in the sun, and you need to kind of go either for swimming, picnicking, gardening, and do simple things which are going to really help you and bring benefit on a daily basis. So watch the sun, watch the flowers, watch the birds, watch the squirrels, you know, leave your phone, sit there, just chill, and just meditate, just enjoy and stuff. And of course, have your lovely coffees and chais with you. I do that all the time. I carry my bottle as I'm going for a picnic, when I go for a walk with my dog. And even if my dog was not there, I was anyways doing this in Corona, and that habit still continues with me. And I've been in fitness, and I go to the gym very regularly, but because of medicines and stuff, my body shape is changed. So some steroids and stuff at the onset. But like I said, I'm not going to talk much about that. But generally, my body size has changed, and it is concerning for me and people around me and stuff. But the point is, I know for sure that everything is going to be under control. It's already under control, and it's only going to get better, because if I take off my if I stop thinking about what went wrong and I start focusing on what's working for me, I would be fitter, I would be stronger, I'm going to have a better mindset, and I'm going to feel really good about things around me and stuff. So, that work on mindset, whether the medicines are taking over or whether you allow your mind to take over, is something which you have to be in control of and stuff. And doctors and psychiatrists can only advise you to a point. Rest of the work you have to do. If you want to avoid medicines, and if you want to really make it big, I advise big time. Take a walk in the park, take a walk in the neighborhood, walk wherever you can, walk whenever you can, because there's also research which I shall read out. It says, nature gives us long term happiness and stuff. And a lady said, I was only 43, I couldn't sleep, I was so stressed. My physical activity or my intense training was also not working, it was making my symptoms worse. Right? So we believe that fitness is the answer for everything. Yes, it can help you and stuff, but she says when they advised me to do a different kind of paddle boarding, I took that seriously and I paddle boarded and I headed on to South Carolina, and I started feeling even much better and stuff. So what I realized is that nature was giving me long term happiness, because as I was kind of just with no focus or no priority on cycling or waking up and looking fit and stuff, I was focusing only on something new and a challenge and an adventure. It started making me feel much amazing and much better. She says, I started feeling amazement and joy is the key, and I realized that nature was giving me that ecstasy. It was providing me a source of purpose. It was giving me hope and meaning, as opposed to the strict discipline and structure which I'd imposed myself, where I started prioritizing pleasure over pain. Yeah. So many of us, kitne log hai yaar? So many of us, even I think, I swear by it that my back and my leg became better because of working out. But what I realize and what I really understand and want to share is that it was also the nature walks which are helping me big time. I was spending like 2 hours, 3 hours in nature. I still do. And as I now go for my walks many a times, trying to complement the gym with my walks and stuff, I find I'm able to feel my body more. I'm able to kind of, like relax more. I'm more tired and exhausted than being on the machines and stuff. And I want to just sleep very early and stuff. So this is a positive what nature can do. So if you can pick up something from this and you can balance it between gym and sport and walking in stuff and being in the sun, that's going to work very well for you and stuff. Also, it's very good for your mind. Your mind needs to open up, your mind needs to be absorbing stuff around you. Man is a social animal. When you go for a walk, you meet people as well, you talk as well. But the best is it helps you improve. It kind of makes you feel good, and nature has this thing about uplifting you and stuff. And for creative people and designers like me and stuff, or for people who work in jobs, highly recommended to be in nature, because it gives you a lot of inspiration and ideas also, which you can very quickly come back and include in your own design line of work and stuff and all that. So hope it works, and I'm hoping your physical symptoms will improve when you start paying more attention to mental improvement and emotional movement and stuff. So for that, it's very, very essential that we play a balance with our bodies and we just don't overconsume or overdo even exercising. Anything in extremes is bad. It's really bad. So try focusing on certain phases or certain times. One exercise may work. At some other time, something else may work. Like on certain days, I like playing golf. On certain days, I just like walking. On certain days, I like going Zumba. On other days, I just want to kind of do nothing. Maybe, look at a tennis match or go play tennis or something. So, variety is the spice of life. Try it. Stay flexible. And to each one his own. The more you kind of elevate in the journey of life and work and stuff and personal life changes as well, you realize that what you enjoyed many years back is something which you may do now. And what you're doing now, definitely, you could always flexibly revisit it and change your structure and your discipline. It helps you remain stress free. Stress is not bad, okay? All stress is not bad. This is a good news. All stress is not bad. People who've got sometimes a lot of stress actually outperform people who get hassled by little challenges thrown at them and stuff, you know. So jkapani@gmail.com, jashinkapani.im@gmail.com, jashinkapani office@gmail.com. Here's a quick cheers to you on a nice cup of coffee. Stay hydrated. 3 to 4 cups and chai. So many benefits and stuff. Take some coffee, take some chai, and sit under a tree. You know, sit next to the swimming pool and stuff, but enjoy yourself. Okay, so love and lucky. Take care. Have fun. Have a blast. Bye bye. Cheers. And wishing everybody a great weekend. Yeah. Bye.